All right, so today's check. That one 330 is empty. That one is empty, and my 220 is empty. I can see a couple of my other sets. They don't look like they've been touched. Let's see. This is my mink box that I caught that mink in the other day. It's been 2 days since my last check. Nothing seemed to hit. Let's go over and check on our beaver sets. All right, looks like my caster mound is still here, but my trap is gone. I can see my cable. It's still there, so I know that my trap is at the end of the drowner. So let's pull it in and see what we got. All right. So it looks like we got another smaller beaver this time than last time. Well, this one's probably maybe 30 pounds, 40 pounds maybe. Good deep front pad catch, front arm catch on that Duke 650. And yeah, so let's get the set remade and move on down a little bit. All right, so I just threw a little bit of water up there. This time I changed the lure up. I was using Trapper J's Beaver lure. That's what I got my last two on. I want to change it up because the caster mound hadn't been messed with, so I want kind of a little bit of a different scent. So I put on there Dunlap's Big Pile. My 650 is bedded right there, and then my cable runs out and goes out into deeper water. We're gonna run over and check my other mink box, which I can see from here doesn't have anything. That one's empty. Bait's still in there. Bait's still good. And then we're gonna check my dog proof. It looks like the bait had been licked off, or the lure had been licked off. So check, make sure every cat food's still in there, and we'll put some new lure on it, and I'll get back with you. All right, so we just smeared a little bit more lure on top, give it that little bit of scent, and yeah, we'll come back in a couple of days and check, see what we got. I've been told that I need to use drowning rods, you know, rebar rods. And one thing I'd like to point out, I don't know if you can see it, this little shelf runs from right here and runs out, and it's only about maybe 2 foot deep, if that. And it's super soft mud with big boulders, and a rebar drowner will not hold in that. So I run a cable. Now this cable is probably 30 feet long. Some of the places that I'm setting in, you have these big rocks all over the place. And so what I'll do is I'll take my cable and I'll wind it around the rock, and then I'll run my cable out, because I can't get an anchor, a dirt anchor, or any of that kind of stuff in the ground. It took me a pain just to get my dirt anchor into this set, and I had to actually push it out a lot. I don't know if you can tell where my chain's sitting, but the end of my ferrule, which is on the end of my cable, is sitting right there. That's where my lock is and everything. And so I had to actually push it out. I would like to anchor my trap somewhere up in here so that I have that play and I can put the, fine tune everything. It's one of the reasons why this was my old caster mound. I moved it over because I couldn't get this trap to bed in the spot that it had been previously. So yeah, that's just kind of a little bit about this river. Sometimes the water, the shoreline is super shallow or super deep, just like right all of a sudden. Like it could be, you know, like this is only, you know, like less than a foot deep. It's 6 inches deep. But then you run down the river just a little ways, just right down there where those rocks are, and it's like 15 feet deep right there. So yeah, and I can see the lodge. There's a lodge on the other side of the river. Let me see if I can zoom in. I did not notice that the entire time I've been coming over here. I set a 330 back out here, over here, because this is an old bank den, and you can tell that they've got, you know, everything piled up in the sticks and everything. And there's a 330 at the entrance, but I did not notice that lodge over there. There's a big bank den right there. I didn't notice that before. Well, they are on the side of the river that I can't trap, so it's a good thing I'm able to bring them over this way. This makes number 2 for my beavers. I would guess that if I was going off of size and everything, I would guess that this is possibly a 2-year-old. So there's still a potential for one more big beaver. If there's only, you know, if there's a few in that, a few pups and kits and everything. So yeah, that's my trap line today. I hope you enjoyed what I had to show you, and if you have any tips or tricks or anything like that for me, feel free to leave me a comment. I can explain anything that you have any questions on and why I do certain things that I've done. And yeah, so if you like this video, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. I gotta pack this bugger back to the truck.